went out and bought a camera, most likely an entry-level model because you're not quite sure if photography is your thing yet. That's okay. But you like taking photos ever since you can remember, and now that you have a nice camera, everyone keeps telling you that you should start charging people for your services. So here you are, ready to start your freelance photography business, but with no idea where to begin or what to do next. Don't worry, we've all been there. It's scary putting yourself out there, but trust me when I say that it is so worth it. Look, to ease your worries, I put together 3 simple tips for starting out as a freelance portrait photographer, which will hopefully make this transition just a little bit smoother for you. So grab a hot cup of tea and let's get started. Hey, I'm Sarah Petty, and this channel is for photography business owners to learn how to build a thriving photography business and still be there for your family. You shouldn't have to pick. And if this is a dream of yours, which I hope it is, then make sure to snap the subscribe button and click the bell notifications to stay on top of the best business photography content on YouTube. And hey, are you a new freelance photographer? If so, comment below, new photographer, because I'd love to know. All right, let's dig into 3 simple tips for starting out as a freelance photographer and protecting yourself. Number 1, focus on one business model. When you're first starting out, because I did it, it's so easy to get caught up in trying to do everything and being everything to everyone. I like to photograph this and that and this and that. But what ends up is you end up hurting your business in the long run. The best way to expand something is to contract it first. So it's important to focus on one type of photography and one business model and become really good at it before moving on to other genres. Because people will say, oh my gosh, you're so great at this. Can I hire you for this? But when you go out and you say, I'm great at everything, it waters you down and you become less valuable. Some examples. What I do and teach and love is boutique, but there's also high volume, there's digital file, there's commercial, there's personal brand. All of these require different skills, hours, hourly rate, sales skills, workflow, etc. But when you specialize, not only will this make you more attractive to potential clients, but it will also allow you to build a strong portfolio that accurately represents your skills as a photographer. Once you have a strong foundation, then you can start branching out into other types of photography. And we know, don't we, that people pay more for a specialist than a generalist. If you hurt your back and you want to go to a back doctor who specializes in backs is going to be harder to get into, more expensive, but also worth more than going to your general doctor. And nothing against your general doctor, but that's not their specialty. People will pay more for a specialist than a generalist. Be a specialist. Number 2, get clear on who is your target client. Getting clear on who your target client is essential to running a successful business because it allows you to fine-tune your marketing efforts, which in turn helps you attract more of the right kind of clients, which I go like this, right? Right fit clients come in at the top of your business. These are clients who are willing and able to invest in this beautiful artwork and pay you what your services are worth. Now, when finding the target clientele, you want to consider things like where do they shop? Where do they live? Where are they hanging out? Are they volunteering at different places? Do they have kids? And if so, how old are they? Do they have pets? Do they have a career? All of these things help you find that ideal client. And here's what's fun is that once you have a good idea of who your target client is, only then can you start working on finding them and letting them know who you are. Look, I believe in you. It's easier than you think it is to figure out what you are great at, what you love to do, and who that target audience is. And number 3, get your business set up legally. One of the most important things that you're going to need to do when starting a freelance photography business is getting everything set up legally. This includes potentially registering your business with your state and or your county and acquiring any necessary licenses, permits, etc. Typically, you go to your county building or call your county registrar and ask them, hey, what do I need to do? It's really not that hard to do, but it's different everywhere in the US and outside the US. Sometimes it's different even within a city or a state. So do your homework based on where you live. Also, you want to make sure that your equipment is covered by your insurance in case anything should happen to it while you're working on a project, as well as liability insurance. If by chance you're out on a job and you knock over a candle and it starts a fire, you're liable for that. So you want to have liability insurance. So look, by taking care of the legalities from the start, you can avoid any problems or complications down the road. Business license, insurance, and you're ready to rock and roll. And number 4, I'm gonna give you a bonus. I love to over deliver. Get your pen and paper because you might want to write this one down. The bonus: find someone who is successfully doing what you want to do. Find everywhere they're producing content and consume it, just like this channel here. Get on their email list, join their Facebook group, listen to their podcast, watch their YouTube videos, and that will help you find what model you want to pursue. Because again, you've got to specialize in your model. So you sample like a sampler platter, you sample a lot of different industry leaders to figure out, okay, who's got a program that can help me? Once you figure out, oh my gosh, this person has my model that I want, they're living the lifestyle that I want, they're still an active photographer, and they have a program, a proven program with students who have come out of it and have success stories a mile long. Invest when you're ready to grow that business. That is time to invest in that program. Implement everything they say, because the goal is to shortcut your journey to success. And we always say pick a pony and ride it. Focus on one mentor and go all in. That is the bonus. You don't have to figure these things out on your own. There are people in all the different niches. Like we teach boutique portrait photographers, which means portrait photographers who offer wall portraits and books and albums and make more per session than someone selling only digital files. Find your person and study with them. And there you have it. 3 simple tips and a bonus for starting out as a freelance photographer. Just remember, focus on that one type of photography at first. Get that one business model, get clear on who that target audience is, get up everything set up legally, and you will be on your way to having a successful portrait photography business in no time. I hope these tips were helpful. They've made a huge impact in my own business and the business of thousands of students that we've taught this model to. Look, if you're just getting started and you want feedback from a supportive group of boutique photographers, or you're curious and you want to check it out, please come join our free Facebook group called We Are Portrait Photographers Who Want More Income and to Put Our Family First. And it's not your typical Facebook group. We are about empowering each other and living with a life of abundance instead of this yucky competitive vibe. We are about lifting each other up. If you've been in business for years and maybe you're stuck or you're stalled out, or if you are brand new and you're not sure where to go next, I invite you to book a call with one of my strategy coaches to see if there's a way we can help you. It's a complimentary call, 15 minutes, hop on the phone with someone on my team, and you can book a call here, joyofmarketing.com/book a call. Because I remember when I was brand new and I had to figure it out on my own, and it took me so much longer than if I would have just been able to talk to someone and figure out, what does this even look like? I am motivated every day to change the lives of so many photographers in the landscape of this industry. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it right here so we can get more content in you and help you grow this photography passion of yours. And if you love today's video, click here to get more actionable steps. Thanks, my friend, and I'll see you in the next video.